my name is Claudia Sutton, and this is my ED 100 Culminating video. This course helped me in many ways. One thing was hearing from all our different guest speakers. We heard from Michael Marr, who talked to us about working in low-income schools and how we can make impacts on our students and how we can be there for them more than just an educator. We can be there for them personally as someone who they feel like they can come trust and talk to them. Another panel that came was the College of Education alumni. They came to talk about their experience in the college and how their experience is now teaching and how rewarding it was, and that was really encouraging for us to hear because that's going to be us in a few years, and it was really cool to hear them talk about their experience and what we're going to expect as we continue on. Another guest speaker that we heard from was Teacher of the Year, Freebird. His speech is very inspiring and made me hope that I can be as a great teacher that he is. He's loved by all of his students and the community, and it's very interesting to listen to him speak, and I just hope that I can be one of those teachers for my students and the community, and he's a great role model. This course also helped me by some of the assignments that we've been given. One that really stood out was the selfie scavenger hunt. We had to walk around campus and take selfies at all these different locations on campus. We went to the Student Health Center, we went to the Tutoring Center, what else did we go to? The Study Abroad Center, all these centers, and it was very cool to learn more about these buildings and how they can become useful for me if I ever need to go to them. It also was nice because I got to know some of my peers a little bit better because we walked around campus the whole afternoon trying to find these buildings, so it was really nice getting to know them more because it was the beginning of the semester. Another thing that helped me was the strategic student book that we had to read that helped me learn how to be more successful in college by using all these strategies like study skills and time management skills, and I'm gonna not take that book for granted at all. I'm definitely gonna be using that throughout the rest of my college career and further on because that book is really helpful. One other thing that helped me in this course is having one of our classes in metric, which is the library in Poe, which is just for education majors, and so I got to learn what resources we have offered for us, and I'm definitely going to be using that in the future. There are 3D printers and big whiteboards and all these children's books if you need to use a project, and that will definitely be helpful for me in the future. One key concept that really stood out to me was during one of the speeches from Michael Marr, and his word was perception, and his definition was the process of attaining awareness or understanding the environment by organizing. So the way he used perception was based off of like low-income schools and how we perceive something. It filters our past experiences. Problems arise when our perception of a situation is incomplete or distorted, and that really stood out to me because that is a big word to think about when you're trying to choose what school you want to work at. If you want to work at a low-income school or a not low-income school, or it just really helps you like make your decisions, what you think you're more comfortable with, and things like that. So that key concept really stood out to me. Another key concept would be the whole lesson of the cultural competence and inclusion. That taught me a lot of different key concepts about different diversity and how there's discrimination that is being spread through classrooms and throughout the whole society, and how that needs to be changed because it's completely unacceptable, especially in the world today. You're hearing all these racial slurs and jokes about religion and all these stereotypes that people are making. It's like not okay. So learning about that really made me want to try to make a difference, especially when I become a teacher. Like if I hear something like that in the classroom, shut it down immediately because that is unacceptable, and we want everyone to feel welcome and included, and that's very important. Like the word inclusion, that is very important, especially in the teaching world, because you want to make sure that all students feel welcome and are in a safe learning environment. So that really stood out to me. All this information that I've learned in this course was super helpful. This was one of my favorite classes. I look forward to coming here every Tuesday. I loved it so much, and I felt like I learned so much, and I will definitely be using this as I continue my educational journey. Some ways would be using the resources that are provided to me, whether it's getting help in one of the buildings I learned about through the selfie scavenger hunt, or going to metric so I can use a material for a specific project. This class also helped me, step out of my comfort zone. One of the requirements is to volunteer every single class to speak, and I'm not one to volunteer in class, so that made me push out my comfort zone to, share my opinions on things and, participate in class discussions. And I also just learned, how to building new relationships with my peers and my future students. That's really important with the skills that I learned through this class. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love this class so much, and I can't wait to continue on learning how to become a teacher, and I'm very excited for what the future has to offer.